Unit 1, Introduction to Anatomy and Physiology. Roman number 1, what is anatomy and physiology? All of you have registered for this course in anatomy and physiology. Why do you register? Because you told somebody you wanted to become a nurse, and they told you, well, then you need anatomy and physiology, so you registered. And many of you maybe don't even know what anatomy and physiology really is. So when I've been teaching this class for quite a number of years, longer than most or maybe all of you have been born. I started teaching this course in 1983, and I'm still teaching it, so I must be going pretty slow because it's 36 years I haven't finished the course yet. In any case, when I ask students what is anatomy as opposed to what is physiology, they will often say it's the study of the body. And it is true that anatomy does study the body, but it's equally true that physiology studies the body. So what's the difference? Well, in anatomy, we focus on structure, how things are built. And in physiology, we focus on function, which is how things work. So if you were describing the structure, the anatomy of some organ or some part of the body, what are some things that you would talk about in describing a structure? You might talk about the shape of the organ or the structure, the location, the size, the texture. For texture, you might talk about, is it hollow? Is it solid? Things like that. You might talk about things that it's attached to. You might talk about color. That I'm not sure that's really related so much to structure, but you might talk about color. You might remove the organ and weigh it. So these are descriptors. These are things that describe the structure of some part of your body. They describe anatomy. In physiology, we're talking about function, and the way I like to introduce you to the idea of function is by saying, well, what are some fundamental questions we could ask about function? Well, the most fundamental question we could ask is, what does it do? What does that organ do? How does it work? Why do we need that function? And then we could keep going and ask maybe more specific questions, but this is the basic idea. When you're talking about what is something doing, what does it do, how does it work, or how does it do it, why do we need that function? That's physiology.